Dr. Emerson, your research seems to point in a different direction. Specifically, your new study with colleagues found that, this one in the Journal of Accounting Education, it found that there were several different elements that contributed to a student's decision to cheat. Could you briefly describe the framework that you used to predict cheating behavior?
Sure, and thank you for having me. Our research is premised on the notion that we want to understand the cheating decision. And we're using the presumption that certain personality variables differentially affect different phases of that decision-making process. Now, specifically, what we did is we took a model that was developed by some folks that were trying to model consumer fraud behavior and applied it to the academic misconduct arena. So what we did is we looked at the constellation of personality traits known as the Dark Triad. These are psychopathy, narcissism, and Machiavellianism, each of which individually have been shown to have negative influences on a variety of outcomes, but in concert, they exert an influence greater than their individual pieces. And we then extrapolated those personality traits and modeled them onto what we call the fraud diamond. This is a decision-making process, ethical decision-making process, formulated originally by Cressy in the early 1950s to model financial fraud. It was modified in the early 2000s to include an element called capability. So the fraud diamond includes the elements of motivation, opportunity, capability, and rationalization, with rationalization being the culmination of the other three pieces. And we hypothesized and found that each of the fraud diamond elements is influenced by the Dark Triad elements in predictable ways.
So could you give an example?
So narcissism, for example, is related to capability and motivation. Capability and motivation are then related to rationalization, which then leads to the action of what we were modeling is the use of unauthorized use of homework assistance websites is what we are looking at specifically within the cheating realm. Machiavellianism we found to be related to opportunity and motivation, with, again, opportunity and motivation, again, being directly associated with rationalization, and then the intention and action associated with the actual cheating behaviors. And psychopathy we found to be related to the motivation and directly related with rationalization, as well as related to intent.
So let's say that we're looking at narcissism, and I'm a narcissist. So what does that say about what I might do given the opportunity and why I might do that?
Well, narcissism is characterized by a need for admiration, a sense of self-importance and grandiosity, a preoccupation with fantasies of unlimited power, of success and brilliance. So they're going to be motivated to engage in the opportunity, the fraudulent behavior, but they're also going to have a sense that their capabilities are greater as well. Whereas Machiavellianism has lack of empathy and belief that they're manipulating others for their own benefit is of use to them. So they'll exploit a wide range of duplicitous tactics in order to achieve the goals that they wish. So that's going to be directly associated with the opportunity. And psychopathy is one of the primary drivers of the three elements of the Dark Triad. Psychopathy is really the one that is most difficult to guard against. And greedy, risk-taking, deception, artificial charm, manipulation, wide variety of misconduct type behaviors. So it's typified by a true lack of conscience, whereas one author stated it as psychopaths know right from wrong, but they don't care. they're going to do what is ever in their best interest, regardless of the outcomes. So the only way you're going to stop a psychopath from cheating is by denying them the opportunity to do so.